sheep, eyes, nose, deer, tea, mouse, turkey. Sounds like a children's book, right? It was actually the Navajo code Japan never cracked, and it helped win Iwo Jima.
Okay, our turn. Origami, tempura, kimono, banzai, kamikaze, Pearl Harbor.
Here's how. In World War II, the US had a major problem. Japanese cryptographers were crippling US communications. They cracked codes, intercepted battle plans, decoded troop movements, and read American strategies like they were stealing answers of a high school quiz. So the US desperately needed a code that was fast, flexible, and impossible to crack.
It's rich, coming from a YouTuber who begs for likes and subscribers.
What's YouTube?
Don't worry, you'll find out in about 60 years. On your Sony TV.
This is where Philip Johnston comes in, because sometimes history gets changed by the most random guy in the group chat. He was a World War I veteran who grew up on a Navajo reservation and spoke the language fluently. He wasn't Navajo himself, but he knew it might just be the solution to America's code problem.
Finally, a plan that doesn't involve me getting shot at.
Bro, this is literally Web 3 for warfare.
Great! I risked my life so Crypto Bro could protect pixel monkeys from Japan?
So in 1942, Johnston pitched the idea to the Marines. And of course, they jumped on it immediately. And by immediately, I mean after a lengthy period of doubting, testing, and trying to figure out if he was making the whole thing up. You see, the Navajo language was unwritten, tonal, and virtually unknown outside the tribe.
Ugh, I love Navajo. I only speak endangered languages now.
Cool. Do you also read punches in Braille? Because one's coming.
Wow, so aggressive. That's exactly why I only communicate through interpretive dance now.
So Johnston staged a live test. 2 Navajos translated, transmitted, and retranslated a military message in under 3 minutes with flawless accuracy. Faster than the encryption machines that usually took half an hour.
That's so analog. I love that. It's like artisanal code breaking. Ugh. What?
Please, gods, help me.
The Marine Corps recruited 21 Navajo men, also known as the original 29, and gave them one mission: build the code inside their own language. They created a military dictionary where harmless Navajo words became deadly serious. For example, a turtle was a tank, an iron fish was a submarine, a chicken hawk meant dive bomber, ice meant grenade, and our mother meant America.
God, I love that. So metaphorical, like war is just...
Nope, I won't listen to a guy in thrift store overalls explain the emotional symbolism of a tank.
They also invented an alphabet system. Each English letter had multiple Navajo words assigned to it. A was ant, apple, or axe. B was bear, barrel, or bread. This rotation meant that even if the Japanese did record messages, the patterns kept shifting. It was so complex that even fluent Navajo speakers could not understand the code unless they were trained in it. They turned their own language into a weapon for victory, which is wild considering that at the same time, the US government was doing its best to erase it.
But when I do that, I'm the badu gayu, right?
And they took that language into battle. The code talkers fought in every major marine operation, including Guadalcanal, Saipan, Peleliu, and most famously Iwo Jima. In case you don't know, Iwo Jima was 36 days of hell. Black volcanic sand that swallowed vehicles, Japanese bunkers buried so deep they seemed invincible, and over 26,000 US casualties. Right in the middle of that chaos, 6 Navajo code talkers worked for 3 straight days, barely stopping to eat, transmitting over 800 messages. No errors, no delays, just lightning fast unbreakable communications under constant fire. They were calling artillery strikes, coordinating troop movements, directing medevacs, and basically running battlefield traffic control in a meat grinder.
So the language the US government tried to erase helped win Iwo Jima?
You again? Ugh, annoying and correct. What a cursed combo!
Even Major Howard Connor, 5th Marine Division signal officer, put it bluntly. Were it not for the Navajos, the Marines would never have taken Iwo Jima. So, could the Japanese break it?
Short answer no. True answer still no. And please like and subscribe to Brain of Salt.
The Japanese intelligence suspected the US was using a Native American language, but they had no clue which one. Even when they captured Native American soldiers who were not code talkers, they couldn't get anything. This was not just Navajo, it was Navajo turned into a cipher. Also, no true American hero story is complete without a dash of racism. Some US troops mistook the code talkers for the enemy, and a few were almost shot by their own side. The US Army assigned bodyguards to protect them from friendly fire.
Welcome to the Marines!
And the entire program was so classified that it did not become public until 1968. It was not until 2001 that the original 29 Code Talkers finally received the Congressional Gold Medal, while the other 371 were awarded the silver. As President George W. Bush put it, the Navajo Code Talkers were not commonly known because their work was highly secret, but today we give them the recognition they earned so long ago.
Yeah, right after most of them died. America loves a late apology.
That's true. Such a shame.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no ROI on honoring people when they're alive.
My children. Look at you bonding through disappointment. See? I am the great unifier.
So, what do you think? What does it say about a country that will weaponize your culture in war, but try to erase it in peace? How many other crucial things are we destroying today that we might desperately need tomorrow? And if we only value a culture when it is useful to us, do we really value it at all? Please let us know what you think in the comments.